Good morning. This is the most controversial video I can ever make. I'm revealing stuff that's been prototype work in my field of transpersonal psychology. In it, I combine the works of Clare Graves and Carl Jung, harnessing the quadrants of integral theory and Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. From it, I've created a theory involving patterns to predict the course of how our minds develop and evolve. It brings symmetry to where symmetry was not yet possible, because not enough people had evolved yet to see the map from an objective standpoint. But for one of these higher tiers, I've come up with a theory that there aren't only archetypes, as Carl Jung teaches, that involve the anima and animus, with a collective unconscious and a collective shadow, but there are main embodiments of desire that make up all archetypes. Therefore, any and all desires, or archetypes, which includes deities, devas, angels, and all the various names to describe multidimensional beings, or some type of embodied spiritual entity. There are four main desires. A desire to be close to the familiar. This is a desire of incest. There's a desire to engage in animal-like things. This is bestiality. The desire to engage in childlike activities. This is derived from pedophilia. And finally, the desire to dominate. This leads to sadism. This is part of the collective shadow, but each of the collective shadows have a reciprocal. And the offshoot of sadism is masochism. It's hatred directed inwards. And there's potentially a second offshoot of sadism that enforces everyone to be different. And this might be the source of the tyrannical nature. But each shadow has a parallel to something good. The familiar desire can lead to an unprecedented love for people, animals, an uncanny ability to understand and help all creatures. The child can bring playfulness and youthfulness to your surroundings. The top of a hierarchy can understand when to lead and guide when it's needed. So these aren't the enemy, they're just foundation points in the human psyche, and they influence our personalities and how we evolve, the choices we make, and the occupations we decide on. The third offshoot of sadism might be that everyone should be the same, so that he has the ability to keep track of you, which allows him or her to create order.